Milhouse, I wouldn't do that for you, but too late. Ugh. That's sick. Cross is right. The way he's just running with a loose limb. That does not look right. It's like a loose damn tail. Well, there goes Nelson. Oh, that's sick. God, sus esqueleto. Ay. Can I just say something about this? I know this is so random, and basically my time right now is almost 7 o'clock because I actually woke up a little bit late today, and I decided to actually just stay at home and rest up. I love The Simpsons. Oh, wait, hold on. This is going to be a little bit graphic. I just want to share this. Their shirt is really late because it's February, and this is supposed to be a Thanksgiving Halloween episode, right? Yeah. That's sick. I mean, honestly, I know that The Simpsons, that is so gross. This is what I like about this show because it is supposed to be family oriented, right? However, though, there are some episodes that are graphic, even for my taste, to the point I cannot even watch it all the way through without cringy. I'm not sure that's the correct word for it. And I'm going to put my beanie back on because my brother actually put this up in the closet. Actually, I need a step stool for everything. Literally. Lucky for me, I can actually tiptoe pretty high. About like 3 inches or something. I apologize. And Dion, just take all the time you need. Take all the time you need. If you're new to my channel, my name is Dion and welcome once again. And I know I've been uploading a lot of videos lately. It's just that I'm trying to push back a little bit because something always happens out of my day whenever I leave out of the house. And I decided to do another, like, I guess you could say animated series. And this is kind of like related to the Blob in a way. And, oh, let me share this part.
You admire it. I admire its purity. Its lack of messy humanity. This creature, as you call it, is unencumbered by the petty morality of a dying species. I've given my body to become one with the ideal godliness.
Well, he's dead. That is sick. Yeah. Ugh.
You know what? It's just scared.
This is called... Oh, I forgot to put them. Hold on.
No one's gonna hurt you. Everything's gonna be okay. Who else's plan is working? Distracted.
This is called the Thanksgiving of Horror. I forgot what season this is on. I think season 31. Because this came out, hard to believe, let's see, 3 years ago, I think, because this is supposed to be the end of 2019, I think. And the reason why I want to share this, right, it's really, really a good, it's like probably the most graphic one I ever watched compared to the other ones. Besides Homer turning to a giant blob, and then basically Bart and Homer actually getting their heads blown up in space as they are launched into the sun with those other, they're trying to make the other celebrities look awful, like, not Roseanne, of course, Rosie McDonald, whatever the hell her name is. The reason why... Oh, yeah. Hold on. The cat's dead. Sorry.
What's the Wi-Fi password?
What's with all the crazy red brain?
It's more like cranberry. Cranberry sauce. That's what I was thinking of. Leftovers. Man, I miss leftovers. Hold on, let me get closer. I apologize. I want to finish this up.
Children's books.
Fat ass! Ew.
Jelly monster finally found peace, not in eating others, but in having others eat it. It seems all it really wanted was to be a side dish.
The last Thanksgiving. Or the first Blargsgiving. Okay, that's a way of a title. I said, Macaroni's a genius. So the reason why I like The Simpsons so damn much because Bob's Burgers will be coming on. I don't like Bob's Burgers as much as The Simpsons though, even though I still do. It depends on the episode. Is that I grew up with the series when I was a little boy, right? And I remember my mom and I, we used to hope to, we don't get copyright for this, if I do add a custom parts out, unless I did already. I apologize if you probably are wondering, like, why did parts are cut out? Is that we used to watch it on, I forgot what channel it was. It was not FXS. This is way before FXX actually became a network. I think it's supposed to be on, not UPN. It was, I forgot what channel it is. At least out here in Arizona, where we're from, right? You know, my mother's from the Show Me state, and I'm actually showing you why I like The Simpsons so much. Is that we would normally watch it like around 7 to 8 o'clock. It wouldn't air too late, I think. And we would watch Adult Swim by old shows such as Mission Hill, The Oblongs, Baby Blues, etc. And I would not want to actually miss an episode. I would do my homework when we actually would be watching one of the episodes that used to come out, right? And actually, come to think of it, it still does air on Fox 10. So, the thing is, for me personally, the reason why I like The Simpsons so much is that there's so many episodes. I think there's, what, over 700 now? I lost count. It's, I don't know how long this show will keep going, because it's kind of concerning that the voice actor of Marge is getting up there in age. I don't remember her name now. But since, if you've seen the latest episodes, especially the one that I reviewed when Homer and Marge were basically out in the cold wilderness, because Bart and Lisa wanted to actually convince those two to basically build a bond. Definitely the best episode of the whole series, besides the very first episode, which is the Christmas episode, when they actually adopted Santa's little helper. I'm just kind of like worried that her voice would go out because she's getting up there in age, right? And The Simpsons has been around since, well, 1987 is supposed to be like the old version, but it didn't actually like aired like the main series that we're watching now until 1989, and hardly that next year it's gonna be 25 years. It's ridiculous. No, 35 years. Pardon me. And the thing is that for me, I want to watch back to back on one of my favorite episodes, right? And okay, I just want to make sure that no one will call me or something. And you know, for me personally, I would basically see these like secret messages and how The Simpsons did it. Got that from South Park, of how they would predicted the future and how our life would be like what happened to 9/11. And then on one of the okay, that's one thing I remember that they predicted, right? Because they got the Twin Towers. I even have my shirt that's hanging up there. I'll be wearing that when that day comes with the American flag, because my mother and I, we used to travel a lot. So, yeah, if you're not American and you probably don't understand, yeah, well, I'm sure even if you're not American, you still understand. That's one thing they predicted, and I'm thinking about COVID, and, oh yeah, COVID was a big deal. You know, they kind of gotten the countries mixed up because it happened in China, not Japan, right? And also about Donald Trump being president, and I'm thinking in the future we're supposed to have like a female president, I think. I don't know what year though. Those are just a few predictions. They're not 100% accurate, but they could happen, right? Not every single prediction that The Simpsons make. And it's just a really great series. And let's be honest with you, this is a little bit random. I used to have a crush on Bart when I was little, right? I don't know why, I just did. Maybe because I like boys that skateboard. They're really attractive because they're pretty athletic, right? Because you had to be in good shape and slim, and or well, at least decent shape to skateboard. Even I can't skateboard. The funny thing is, just to bring that up, my brother Antonio, he used to have a Hot Wheels skateboard back when we were like little boys, of course. I was 6 at the time, and he was 9, right? Because we're like a little over 3.5 years apart. He literally had a Hot Wheels skateboard, and I had it in my closet. It sucks I don't have it because, oh my goodness, I'm sure that would have been like a lot of money to this day. But since we moved so much over who knows how many years in our childhood, we lost a lot of stuff, right? And another thing, I've been dying to share this for a while. You know what? Hold on. Let me just bring Doug with me, because I like him on my videos. Hello! So, he's a little shy. Yeah, I just wanted to share something about The Simpsons and, share his thoughts, and we just take a little break after the episode of me just kicking Shiraki's ass and choking him. So, yeah, that's what we watched yesterday. I'm not sure if any of you remember this, but I forgot what the slogan was. It's supposed to be like, let go. No, that's let go my ego. I forgot I gotta show like a. If I can actually just bring this on YouTube very quick, hold on. Alright, sorry about that. I was watching this video on Street Smart Spanish, and I was watching a Filipino one just now. Oh wait, okay, that's another guy. The one that actually speaks many languages. Where is it? It's supposed to be the Simpsons Butterfinger commercial, right? If I could actually just find that somewhere. There we go. Here it is. So basically, this was a trend back when The Simpsons was a little young, right? And if I could actually just play like one good example, I'm trying to find a good one. I think this would do. This one has 4 million hits. Wow. So this is The Simpsons Butterfinger commercial reanimated.
Hey, paper bag head. Oh man, I'm dead meat on a stick. How much money you got, Simpson? $1.03, Mr. Bully, sir. Keep
Okay, that's cute.
Thanks, man.
Puppet.
That Butterfinger too. Think again.
Don't know what that is. So basically, this is all different types of animations, right?
Get a crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery burst in every bite of Butterfinger.
Nobody better lay a finger on my butt.
Yep, there it is. Okay, that's what it is. Nobody leaves basically a bit Butterfinger on my finger. I'm not sure that's the right term for it. But the thing is, growing up, I remember I used to watch the old commercials. And basically, it's a way to actually have kids to actually eat this delicious candy, right? And that's the shortest. I've been dying to save this piece because my brother didn't mind giving it to me, right? One pet peeve about Butterfingers that I need to basically express. It's really hard and it gets stuck in your teeth. This isn't Snickers. This isn't Milky Way that I remember eating growing up. Snickers is my favorite, by the way. My mother's favorite candy as well. Is that when I do this, that is how hard it is. If you actually can see the texture, that is how hard the candy is, right? Or chocolate bar, because it's not candy. It can be served candy for Halloween, but I was a fan of it. My brother was. He bought a big bag of those, right? And I just don't know why they had to make it so damn hard, but it's still good. And that's one thing I like about The Simpsons is because of this, right? And also how they do have like a lot of references and Easter eggs and, basically making fun of celebrities and whatnot. Not to mention, if I can think of an episode I didn't like, it's the Lady Gaga episode. They basically made a reference to, Lady Gaga herself, right? And how Lisa needs to have like better self-esteem and whatnot. And that's what I like about The Simpsons, because it gives you a lot of life lessons and how it gives you like jokes that you actually can relate to, at least if you're around my age. And I know a lot of people don't like The Simpsons today. Actually, I think they got a little bit better, because back then it just seems a little bit depressing, like Homer being like suicidal all the time, and basically Lisa being a vegetarian. Actually, no, she wasn't a vegetarian yet, but this is when she basically wasn't a Buddhist yet, and she had a better personality. I don't know. This is, it's hard to explain it, right? But that's what I like about The Simpsons, because even though some of the episodes are not that good, I cannot name one at the top of my head besides the Lady Gaga one, I still like watching the Simpsons to this day, because it just makes me hooked on how many good episodes I really like, especially the Costa Rican one. That's a good one, because it kind of reminds me of like how my mother and I used to travel a lot growing up, and how, well, she didn't struggle with minor at the time, but let's just say that traveling was a mess, right? Oh yeah, actually, come to think of it, of The Simpsons, that's one thing I like about the series, is that they travel to a lot of countries. They went to Brazil, they went to France, like twice, right? And I think I don't know, I think Matt Groening likes the French, because they got a lot of good references, right? They've been to Italy. They've been to England as well. And even Japan. And that's what I like about the Simpsons, because they teaches us other cultures on how they visit those countries, even if it may be like a bad stereotype. Even though Japan, for example, prison isn't as bad. They wear kimonos, they got super wrestlers, right? And not to mention the game shows that makes them suffer, right? And laughing at them. Not to mention I used to grow up with Ninja Warrior when I was in high school. I missed that show. So this is something I just want to share about The Simpsons, because I got like a minute left. And, you know, I just want to actually just give people a little depth that it's basically my favorite show that I like to watch on FXX in the background, because in our TV, though, since we don't have a DVR, which means you can actually, like, rewind shows and basically record them, right? You know, to watch later. This is the only show that keeps me mentally sane, right? And, not to mention, the new Family Guy effing sucks. It does. I do not... Okay, let me just say this. It fucking sucks, because it's all about incest and basically Stewie loving Lois, and not to mention that fucking bodybuilder episode. Pardon my language. It's fucking gross. You know, I prefer the old ones. At least they're airing those again for momentarily. And also, one thing I need to share. I remember those 4 boys that were friends of mine that basically came over to our house. I showed them a funny episode of The Simpsons when basically Homer was kissing that gay man, right? And they all laughed with me. And they're all straight, by the way. So, I just wanted to share that because, you know, it felt good to actually... like, know that there are a lot of people that like watching The Simpsons, like I do. And this is basically how I watched growing up. And not to mention the Grand Canyon episode, one of my most favorites, because that's a good representation of our state. So, one more thing, when they actually had the little map, when Homer says Arizona smells funny, I was a little bit hurt, because